Hello, Holland Early College. I'm Elijah Brown.
And I'm Alec Mears.
And this is The Big Show. Tomorrow for lunch, we are having cheesy enchiladas, Southwest refried beans, and some flame roasted sweet potatoes. I wonder who the students of the week are.
Well, let's find out with Ryan and Jacqueline.
I have chosen Lapita Quinones. I picked Lapita because she has had some struggles lately and has been absent, yet she continues to get her schoolwork in. She has software minutes to get in every week, and she exceeded the amount of minutes we needed this week. She is a quiet student who works very hard and is cooperative with others, and I'm very proud of her and hope she continues on her upward strive.
My student of the week for this week is, in 9th grade, is Ellis Wilson. Ellis is somebody who is all the time engaged in class. He's a good reader. He has something to say frequently, and a lot of the times those things that he has to say are interesting. So for that reason, his engagement in class, his contributions, Ellis Wilson is my student of the week.
My student of the week is going to be sophomore Tucker. Tucker is in my advanced 2D class, and he's been doing great. This is one of his pieces he did. He did enlargement of Sonic. He's been doing great, very creative. He's now exposing to like more 3D stuff as the semester goes on. So he's my student of the week.
He is a very hard worker. Lately he's been working on solving rational equations and expressions, and he's just been working really hard trying to get everything he can while he's in the classroom, which I appreciate his hard work. So keep it up, Chewy.
So for the seniors, for the student of the week, I chose Abby Naylor Tatterson. The reason I chose her is because she's a hardworking student. She's always come to class with a smile no matter what we're doing in class. And just her presence actually, I think, makes other people enjoy the class a little bit more. And I've really enjoyed having her as a student. So.
Congratulations. Did you have a good time at La Hoop?
Yeah, I really liked my workshop.
Julia Garcia is a speaker, writer, and spoken word poet whose enlightening and highly personal approach tackles nearly every issue that can get in the way of a student's success and self-esteem. She challenges audiences to courageously pave their way to a more positive and just future.
I cannot wait to go to La Hoop next year. Do you remember Julia Garcia from La Hoop?
Yeah, she is my workshop leader.
One, that they're not alone in whatever they're going through, because I know that that's how I felt, and that's how a lot of my friends felt, that all the things we were going through we couldn't talk about with other people, so that they know they're not alone, and that they start to believe in themselves to a point where they feel confident to rewrite their own stories. I got involved doing the work I'm doing because someone who was my cousin, who was like a brother to me, he passed away from a drug overdose, an accidental drug overdose, when he was 19 years old. And then I started to get into a lot of trouble after that in school. I almost got kicked out of school, and I just had to ask myself that what could I do and what do I want to do that could maybe prevent something like that from happening to somebody else. So I started doing it by literally just reaching out to friends I knew who worked in schools and going and talking to their kids, and it just kept growing and growing from there. But it was really to help prevent anyone from falling down some of the negative paths that I went down and the people that I loved and cared about went down.
I always love what she has to say.
I know, right?
Buy my mixtape, Lil Squeaky.
Dude, I've been hearing about this mixtape for over a year now.
So I have Lil Squeaky right next to me, and I kind of ask him some questions. So Lil Squeaky, how'd you get your name?
Well, I got my name from Mr. Harrell because my voice cracks, and I feel like I should do something like that right now.
Hi, thank you. How'd you get so far?
Well, I got far in the rap career because I know Dr. Dre.
Do you actually, or do you just listen to his music?
I just listen to his music.
So how'd you get so far in life?
By going to school and talking with Mr. Harrell about music.
Lil Squeaky, when's your album dropping?
Well, I have to push it back a little bit because of some recording issues, but it will be dropping soon.
Thank you. That's it for today.
They call me Lil Squeaky. I'm the one with the Yeezys. I don't like to be sneezy, but I like to be cheesy, so don't mess with Lil Squeaky. They call me Lil Squeaky. I'm the one with the Yeezys. See, that's what I don't like right there, because you're friggin' distracting me. And if I don't get this right, I'm going to hurt you. Alright, I guess you don't want to buy my mixtape then.
Alec, do you have any guilty pleasure songs?
Yeah, Fergalicious by Fergie.
Oh, that's such an amazing song.
My guilty pleasure song is Tokyo Drift by the Teriyaki Boys. That I don't like to admit, but I really love that song because it is straight fire.
Any Taylor Swift song. Any song by 3 Days Grace when I'm at home.
Probably Shoot to Thrill by AC/DC.
Take On Me by Aha.
Every Time We Touch by Cascada.
Okay, my favorite song that I want to listen to for guilty pleasure would be I Don't Want to Fall in Love by Jane Child.
Bruno Mars, Uptown Funk.
This shit that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them.
I'm going to go by Rockabye by Sean Paul featuring somebody. I don't know who she is.
Somebody's got you rockabye, baby,
Well, let me tell you, none of these songs disappointed.
Tune in next week for another episode of The Big Show.